And we are live. I'm alive, y'all alive?
I am alive, my guy.
Everybody's alive?
Breathing.
I am going to share these links into this podcast into other groups. We have a doozy. It's actually still counting down on my screen, which is good. That's fine. All righty. Let's get some music going, man. Let's get it started. How about some? No, we ain't gonna do that. Thought about it for a second, but I ain't gonna do it.
The Gundam style.
It kind of did sound like Gundam.
Whatever happened to that guy?
One hit wonder.
Like the Korean, he went back to Korea and they got, oh, you not just going to express yourself in America?
He got paid though for that little hit.
To share it to multiple.
Was it the dance or the song that got him famous?
It's a good question. Probably the dance. Probably a little bit of both, to be honest.
Can't imagine being in the club and hearing Gundam style.
Back in the day, we were dancing to it though. When we were been drinking.
He was famous before that.
Let's be realistic.
He wasn't world famous.
We weren't dancing. We were dancing because the girls were dancing.
True.
Oh, you danced today?
True.
I was dancing today.
Like you started off. You see a girl like, you know what? Let me dance because she doing it. Nah, you saw them cheeks.
I ain't playing with you.
That is true. One thing I don't like about that one link is that it actually doesn't show the live. I am alive, my guy.
I've been before me go some places where some artists never tour. One after one, me gonna do so bag or more. Well, I let me do for sure. Mama used to tell me that used to tell me more. Me ears them tough, they never bore. Cigarette cause black lung cancer. At the marijuana me adore. Sunday afternoon feeling like a gas balloon. The honey gonna work me split bigger than a rasta broom. 3 spliff me bill. You know me I go slap her soon. One between me lips, one in the hall, one in the master room. Yo tell Armstrong me just fly past the moon. This I no baby.
Featherheads, we about to start the show here shortly. If you are in here, share it for me. Share the live for us, please. Let's have a good conversation tonight.
I like how we have these lights to show that I'm actually Carmel, which is like Jay Remy.
Wow. Wow. Yes, you are. You are.
I've been told I've been Snickers black.
You said you've been told that?
Like I'm not dark. I'm just the color of Snickers. If you look at real hard, you can see the caramel.
There's one more. Okay. Oh damn, we late.
I think we're ready, man.
I think it's time.
You want to do it?
Ready? Set.
Let's do it.
Go.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a Method Podcast. I'm Jay Noetic.
I'm Remy Mulatto.
I bring in the content.
I bring the chaos.
And with that, we believe the best way to have truthful conversations
is to have mostly everyone talking honestly over drinks.
And that's what we call a motherfucking method. Welcome back for another dope ass episode of a Method Podcast.
Feels good.
Feels good
Feels
to be
good
back.
to be back.
You got it right this week. You didn't stumble. I think you was a little nervous last week.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. Audrey makes me nervous.
It's all good. It's all good.
Shout out to Audrey for being on the show last week.
Hey man, this week we got our homeboy Omega Kai. Say what's up to the Method Heads.
What's going on,
Welcome,
y'all?
sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's been a while since you've been here, man. It's been a while. You had a lot of shit happening in your life. Got a brand new Tesla. Bought a house.
Had a
Got a
baby.
promotion. Oh, a baby.
Yeah, baby.
No,
No, he ain't no baby.
I don't know what I
I'm
heard.
just like Jesus.
How you feeling though? You feeling good?
I am feeling great, guys.
You do look like Black Jesus. That's your nickname from now on.
Black
You know what?
Jesus.
I'll take it, man. Y'all
You do look like Black
Yeah,
Jesus.
Like Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know about that. What we drinking on? What you drinking on?
That's
What we got?
I'm drinking Crown Royal, who is sponsoring the podcast.
I
Psych.
wish. I
But they
wish.
should.
They should.
They motherfucking should.
I'm drinking on a little bit of. I
Support
think it's a
small
Moscow
business.
Mule, some Tito's and ginger beer with no ice.
Hey.
That's how we do it.
I mean, myself, I'm doing a pretty neutral, angry orchid for commercial purposes.
Hey man, like we always do about this time, we start this show off with the Method movie. I need to find this sound clip though. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so a Method movie, man. I am going to play a sound clip of a movie. These two need to guess it before one another, and they need to guess it before you, Method Heads. That is the goal.
I guess got it last week.
I
Did a
guess
good
did
job.
get it last
Got
week.
Inception.
So you can say it at the first moment you think you know it.
Gotcha.
All right, so here we go. Do you know this movie?
They damned that river on the 21st. Today's the 17th.
Don't I know it?
We got but 4 days to get to that treasure. After that, it'll be at the bottom of the lake. You ain't gonna make it walking.
Well, that's right. Go for Everett. But the old
No, that
tactician's got a plan.
I know one of those.
For the
voices.
transportation, that is. I don't know how I'm going to keep my coiffeur in order.
Might be McConaughey.
How's this a plan?
I like George.
How we gonna get a car?
I don't know.
Sell
It's
that.
not Matthew McConaughey.
I figure you can only have
George
painful
Clooney.
It is George
association.
Clooney.
Wow.
Oh,
To
really? Them
Washington,
niggas sound just alike. when I-
Bartholomew Hogwaller from his loving Cora.
I thought this was
And
Forrest
more.
Gump for a second.
This
To the Force guy.
is.
This is in his bureau. I reckon it'll fetch us enough cash for a good used auto voiture and a little left over besides.
Is Is this a young George Clooney?
fingers.
Came out in 2000.
Go for it.
2000.
I don't know. Oh, is this
You stole from my
Nope.
kin.
I don't know.
Who was fixing to betray us.
You didn't know that at the time.
So I borrowed it till I did
This
know.
is a cult
That
classic.
don't make no sense.
It's a fool who looks for logic in the chambers of the human heart. Now, what the hell is that saying?
They don't know Method
Let's
Heads.
see if anybody
They
in the
don't
comments got
know.
Kind of a
Anybody in the comments get it?
congregation.
I think somebody got it.
Ed Harris coming through.
Ed said-
Oh, I
is
was never gonna guess. that.
Oh brother, where art thou?
I ain't even heard of that.
You never heard that
Everybody-
movie?
No, we both didn't.
What?
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm gonna play a song.
Okay.
I guarantee you, when you hear this song, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this song was popular." This song is a very popular song. So this song is called It's by the Soggy Bottom Boys, but it's a good movie. So y'all
Is this
never
movie rated
seen-
R?
No, it's so.
Because I was
y'all didn't see
15 in
this.
2000.
I cannot believe y'all didn't see this movie.
So I wouldn't have seen it in theaters. It probably would have been too grown up.
It's an amazing
Oh yeah,
movie.
you know what? Yeah, Jay, you said
It came out in 2000.
You'd have been early
2000.
You still can watch it
20s.
afterwards.
No, you'd have been like 19.
So this movie has a 7.7 IMDb score out of 10. It has a 78% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and 88% of people on Google like this movie. So if you have not seen this movie, you need to watch it. It's really good. So let's talk about George Clooney. Are y'all fans of George Clooney or not?
I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna go for it. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this now. He was always my favorite Batman.
Really?
Yo, you are hilarious and
Really?
ridiculous.
Listen, let me tell you why. He
Why?
looked
Ed,
like
Ed,
Batman
you about to
too.
make Ed mad.
That's sad, Ed.
Your favorite
How?
Batman, you said?
How?
All right,
How?
hold on.
Go ahead.
How is that even possible?
We'll give Michael Keaton like the historical version, but after that, he was my favorite because he felt like Batman would be. He had the charm. He was witty.
So you liked him as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, his Bruce Wayne made me believe that. Okay,
You know, I've never actually watched that movie. I've seen enough of it to know I don't want to see no more of it.
Okay.
But I don't remember. I didn't see him as Bruce Wayne at all. Like, I don't even know how his Bruce Wayne is. I don't watch enough of that movie.
I didn't think
There's
he
parts
was.
of that movie that I've seen and I'm like,
I didn't think he was the best Batman. I mean, I am actually a George Clooney fan.
Mhm.
I think he does great. He picks the right movies. But in Batman, I didn't like him in Batman.
Yeah.
For me, I think, and there's people gonna hate me, but I like Christian Bale Batman.
Okay. So you speaking as Christian
Bruce
Bale,
Wayne or
is
Batman?
Batman or is Bruce Wayne?
Both.
His Bruce
Both.
Wayne was solid. Like, it was
Yeah.
very good.
Who?
His
Christian
Batman
Bale?
was questionable.
Oh,
His
really?
Batman
You
was
thought so?
his
Mm.
Batman is bottom 3 for me.
Wow.
Wait, who's Batman?
Yeah. I love it.
I can't do it. I can't
I love
listen
it.
to a nigga go, "Where are they?" for fucking 2 hours.
It was the first dark Batman.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. Like, I guess we were trying to make him a new age Batman compared to what you seen growing up as a kid. Batman actually never really changed his voice. He was talking to you like who I am at all times. Christian Bale was like, all right, he looked like he was more a distraught kid as an adult when he was Bruce Wayne, and then he just took on this persona as Batman when he was Batman.
Right.
Like Bruce Wayne was, if you saw him
It's all this stuff.
back in the day cartoons, he was clever. He was getting women. That's what George Clooney feels like to me.
Yeah.
Christian Bale, he hated women. He chose, and I hate to say the one woman.
That's
he did
true.
want,
He wasn't like
he wasn't-
a playboy or
Not
anything
at
like
all.
that.
So y'all like country music? Because this movie is all about kind of country. So these guys were in the jail gang, jailbird gang. I don't know what to call it, but they had the ankle chains on.
Oh, they were prisoners. Like, they
Yes.
were in prison for all.
Cannot figure out what that noise is.
Wait. So were they trying to like get away?
Yeah, they were trying to get away. But they are country boys, and so that song is a country song. So my question is, do black people like country music?
One of the mics, probably.
That's all right.
I think it's a yes when you throw a little bit of twang in there.
A little bit of twang.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
you was rocking that one country song for a minute.
Which one?
Lil Nas X.
Which one?
I'm gonna take my house to the old
town
town
road. I'm going.
Marcus, we went to
Ride.
Houston, bro. You was playing it all the time.
That's a
That song
joke.
is.
No, you was rocking that shit.
Actually, Remy, you were there.
What the fuck? I like that song. What's wrong with
Yeah.
that song?
You know what?
That's a good
The fact
song.
that you said that, the fact that you said, all right, I might see something that you probably play for the listeners, but I hate the fact that he has music that pulls me in, but then when you actually listen to the lyrics, like, man, this sounds like, I mean, let's be real, like, this is straight gay right here because
I mean, he's
Talking
not,
about Lil Nas X?
but he's not even a country singer. He just
Yeah.
did that song. He's a good artist, actually, though. All right, man. It is what it is. All right. So, congratulations to our method head Ed Harris for getting
Met the head edible Ed. What's up, boy?
brother. We're out now. My first defeat of the table. I feel like I think he told me to make it harder, so I made it a little harder.
Oh, Ed did.
Yeah, he still guessed it though.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on how hard it is, I won't get it. Like, but you give me movies that everybody's seen. and I
I've been
get it
giving you
almost
some
right away.
lately
I
that
don't know how I didn't get Inception. Audrey was on.
Really?
it.
she was on that pretty quick though.
She knew it was fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. It took me a minute to get that far.
All right, man. We moving into Method Weekly, the Method Weekly where you get the news last. All right, we're not getting it first. You getting it last from us. We're basically going to talk about cup.
Doesn't this play?
I mean, it does play.
You can't hear us.
Mm-mm.
Right?
All right, so
Okay.
no, it's fine. So the Method Weekly, we are going to bring up a couple of topics that are trending in the news because maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you haven't heard the news. We do not know. Do you have anything in the weekly news? The Method Weekly? If not, I got a couple. I can start it off.
I thought something happened with Will Smith. Somebody said
Something
that
else happened to Will Smith?
No,
was it Kendrick Lamar when he does music?
Steve Harvey said he lost a lot of respect for Will
Man,
Smith.
fuck Steve Harvey.
So I heard that as soon as I read that, I was like, why the fuck are you even talking about it?
Yeah.
But I realized him being like kind of like the big uncle of like, I don't know, not black culture, but
black
you know
comedy,
what I mean? Like
black comedy,
let's say black
entertainment.
comedy, black entertainment. Yeah, let's say black entertainment. Him being like the you know the guy on top right now, he kind of has to give his opinion, and he has to either choose Chris Rock or Will Smith, which is essentially choosing black comedy or black actors.
He's going to choose a comedian
he's a comedian
for sure.
First.
Yeah,
he's a comedian first. So to me, I was like, when I first saw it, because I'm on Will Smith's side.
Yeah, me too.
If I'm on somebody's side, yeah,
me too.
I'm just rolling with Will Smith.
Wait, okay. What, like, are you on Will Smith's side because he did it in honor of Jada, or just because he did it in general?
No,
it's way more to it than I ain't got time to get into.
Yeah, we already did an episode on it, but I feel like I'm not saying he was right for smacking Chris Rock.
Not right.
But I understand why he did it. Right. But that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna go back into it.
Somebody was gonna get smacked. Yeah. Better be Chris Rock or than fucking Julia Roberts, right?
Yeah. I mean, Steve Harvey, I respect Steve Harvey, but sometimes I feel like celebrities just talk about shit because they feel like they need to. Sometimes you don't have to talk about anything. Dude, be like, you know what? They're both my friends, and I don't really want to speak on it. Yeah. But I haven't seen a celebrity yet not speak on it. Even what's the Wayne guy? It was the one on the Wayne guy who said he's really good friends maybe with Chris Rock and Will Smith, and he felt torn on it, but he was like, he got a side with Chris. It was wrong, you know. But
you know what I like? What I'm really like thinking about? Eventually, they're going to reunite. I don't think this is going to be a running beef. Like Will Smith has apologized, and I think he's 100% willing to apologize in person, especially in hindsight. Like the optics weren't great. It didn't look like he was completely defending his wife. It looked like he didn't know what the fuck was going on and needed to hit somebody. I'm
not gonna lie to you. If he apologized and meant like, you know what, I'm going through something else that just triggered it, I would give him more leeway. Because I'm not gonna lie, he's already been the butt of a lot of jokes in the past
for years.
So, that's why you gotta slap somebody every once in a while.
But he has come out, but you know what, I'm not gonna lie. I'm human. I slipped. I wasn't doing this exactly for Jada. I was just tired of having to be in this image, and I want to show that I'm actually a human.
This is what's dope about Will Smith. He doesn't have to say anything. All he got to do is keep acting, and we're gonna fucking forget about it. That's what Chris Brown did. Niggas just started dancing, and we was like, all right, whatever, man. Rihanna be tripping sometimes.
I mean, what's the last time Chris Brown came out with a song though?
Oh, a lot.
After that, this nigga stays on fire. He can make a song anytime he wants, and it's gonna go straight to the radio.
Yeah,
like he always has a hit on the radio every couple of months.
So what's going on with crypto, man? So right now, crypto's in the news. Crypto is having a major crash. Like everything is crashing. Bitcoin is down like 50%. All these different cryptocurrencies are just failing or dropping, and no one's sure why it's dropping.
Listen, go ahead, Jim.
I left the casino about a month ago or so before somebody blew up the fucking casino. So I. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have got out the casino. That shit is nuts. Everything about crypto is ridiculous, and it had to fall apart at some point. It's not even apart yet. It's just low.
It's low.
But it's not crashing.
Here's the thing, though. It's the time to get back in it, though.
True.
If it's low, wouldn't it be the time to get back in it?
If it's coming back, yeah.
If you got the money to take that risk.
31,000. Yeah.
I think the important thing.
You got big currency.
Small portions of
cryptocurrency.
I think the important thing to understand is why is it low right now?
No one really knows. No one really knows.
I can probably shed some light on this. The reason why it's low because cryptocurrency was always a speculation type thing, and once people heard that it's not secure if shit goes left, that's where it became more of a like, oh, whoa. People start pulling out. Hearing that your money's not safe when it's supposed to be a secure location is what makes people.
What came out about it not being safe?
So
Russia or
one of the Coinbase's locations, one of the banks that might be going through a bankruptcy. And the thing is, when you have your money being held on cryptocurrency, not in your own electronic wallet, if they go through bankruptcy, technically those keys are still in their physical possession, even though they're written to you.
Right.
If they go broke, they take your money with it too.
Right.
So at that point, it's like, oh, hold up, I got $2 million in crypto.
Yo, that would be like the heaviest rug pull.
When you think about it, though, it's actually
everybody uses fucking Coinbase.
Think about this, though. Everyone uses digital currency and credit cards and debit cards. They could turn and pull all our money just by turning it off at a switch.
Or any given bank. Any given bank that has all of our money in it could be
they
like,
could literally
deuces.
be like, yes, they absolutely
But that's
could.
what's scary about crypto, because banks at the very least have been established for such a long time that we know they have a history of not disappearing, except for the times where they disappeared. But as of late, it's been a while. So crypto is so new.
Since the Great Depression.
Yeah, since like one of the bank crashes or whatever. So crypto is so new. The question is, when is the first crash going to be? Like the first real crash where everybody in the game is fucked.
Yeah, I just can't put no more. I want to buy. I've actually never bought any cryptocurrency. Not any NFTs or anything.
Good job.
But
that shit is nuts.
Yeah. So I mean, I might. But seeing something like this where everything is just crashing, it makes you feel like, well, maybe I shouldn't.
I mean, here's the thing: if you are gonna buy it and it is like next nothing to dirt, it doesn't hurt to throw a couple dollars at the zero imagination line.
True, especially if it's 69 cents or 50 cents. You know,
100 of those just in case if it's gonna back up 20 years from now. Like, oh snaps.
So the other, sorry, go ahead.
My own anxiety to be worried about
100%
some fucking numbers bouncing up and down.
Did y'all hear about the man who flew the plane and landed it by himself, and he wasn't a pilot? Happened right here in Florida.
Of course, that's a Florida man. Florida man can do anything.
No idea how to fly the airplane, but I'm in 9100.
The voice you're hearing is not a pilot, but a passenger radioing for help. Audio captured from Live ATC details the communications between the plane, a Cessna Caravan, and the control tower at Fort Pierce in Florida.
Number 333 Lima Delta, Roger. What's your position? I have no idea. I can see the coast of Florida in front of me, and I have no idea.
Air traffic controller Robert Morgan was on break from working in the tower when his colleague said he needed to come back fast.
There's a passenger flying a plane that's not a pilot, and the pilot's incapacitated. So they said we need to try to help them land the plane.
Morgan is a 20-year veteran controller, but also...
Can you imagine flying in a plane, minding your own business, and your pilot passes out?
Two questions. Like, was this like a Spirit airline plane?
Oh, hell no. It was like a Cessna, like a 4-person airplane.
Like,
Yeah, no. So this is crazy. Could y'all land a plane? You think you could land a plane?
I mean, I'm not gonna not try.
I mean, in that situation, you gotta try.
You got to.
I mean, you gotta try.
I think those planes are a lot easier than the ones you like a Spirit size plane. Like, it's like, all right, I never pull up.
Because while you up there, you just gonna have a trial run of what everything does, and if you don't die in that first 30 seconds, you can probably do this.
The dude, the controller said, "Oh, what's your position?" Dude said, "I do not know."
He's like, bro, I'm in the sky. I'm in the motherfucking sky. Find me, please.
He's like top of earth.
Do whatever you gotta do to find me. Send out somebody call the Air Force, please. I don't know what to do.
Imagine just sitting back looking out the window like, damn, that's a beautiful view. Hey, bro. Yeah, all right?
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. Done. So that is just crazy,
I
man.
know one thing. I had my live turned on.
Florida man was like,
y'all want to see how I die.
Yeah.
Florida man was like, not today.
Would y'all sue the airline? I mean, who could you sue though? For stress and anxiety?
You can't sue for not dying.
Whatever. If it's a company that owns the plane, if it's just a guy, I'm suing that motherfucker. Sorry, bro, but you almost killed me in the sky.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, we're not friends no more.
That's crazy.
If that was the case, you would sue everybody on the road. I almost hit you, but I didn't. Stress.
Did y'all hear about the person who this dude took his car to the mechanic, right? It was a manual car, a stick shift.
Yeah.
Took his car to the mechanic. The mechanic's employee got in the car, didn't know how to drive it, hit the other employee and killed the employee. That mechanic company is suing the person who owned the vehicle.
Nah.
Bruh.
Nah. That can't be real.
He said he can't sue himself because it's his own employee. So they are literally suing the guy who brought the car there to get. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna get thrown out. But shit is crazy out here.
Suing at that point. Oh, you must want to give me money at this point.
It's crazy.
Interesting.
All right, man. You got anything for the Method Weekly? Anything else? Or that it? It might be it. That might be it. All right. If that's it, then we're gonna get into what everybody is here for.
The talk of the town.
Why is everybody here for this?
Because everybody want answers that they can't get by themselves.
All right, man. Let's get into the Method movie, man. The Method message. So this week we are talking about Kevin Samuels. All right. We're not talking about who he is as a person. Obviously, he passed away, so we're not here to disrespect this man. You are entitled to your own.
We
your
might
opinions.
disrespect him just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but it's not about his legacy. It's not about. It's really about his opinions on and given situations. So we're going to play different clips, and we're going to react and respond to him. Give our honest opinion about it.
And aside from like maybe a couple of Facebook's posts like recently here and there, I haven't really talked a whole lot about this person. You know what I'm saying? Especially not on the record, on the podcast, nothing like that. So maybe we get it all out because he's been around for a while. He's been something to talk about, but now this nigga dead and it's time to talk about it.
So maybe we can start off with that. What is, and don't be afraid to give your opinion whether you like him or fuck with him or not.
I will never tell a lie on this podcast. So the question is, how do you feel about Kevin Samuels in general? Because personally, I have never watched or listened to anything. I don't give a fuck about Kevin
that he did. I
don't think about Kevin Samuels.
I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Personally, because that's not how I go about trying to educate people and guide people.
I don't feel like he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Whoever he's talking to, that's up to them. He's not talking to me, so I don't give a fuck about what he's doing. You know what I mean? If he's helping people, that's up to them. If he's hurting people, that's up to them too. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Gotcha.
Not to say I'm a high value man. I'm not trying to imply that I'm a high value man.
High value man.
Which obviously I learned from him because I didn't know, I had never heard that term before.
I think people are going to be surprised by some of the things they hear because I think like anything social media, you only hear one side of the confirmation bias, and you're like, damn. Yeah. How do you feel about Kevin Samuels?
Honestly, I never had any negative opinions of Kevin Samuels. His approach may have been harsh at times, but I think he got to the point where it's like people live in this delusional world, both sides, men and women, and sometimes to get them to admit the actual logic of this world is to come at them with a point where it's like, listen, either you this or you not. What's up? Stop trying to live in the world like, well, maybe if I.
At one point, you were sending me a couple clips of Kevin Samuels.
Oh man!
And I was like,
"Come on, Black Jesus."
Let me tell you why. I was like, "All right, from this point of perspective, this logic he's throwing at this particular moment,
right?
Is it flawed?"
Right. Well, yeah, and that's the other thing we got to be careful of too. Like, you can appreciate some of the things he says and not necessarily feel like everything he says is okay.
100%.
Right.
100%.
So if I ever hear anything from Kevin Samuels and I think that's smart, that doesn't mean that I hate black women too, or whatever it is y'all think about. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go, we have a list of clips that we're going to play. Obviously, Method Head, you can't see the video, but you should be able to hear the audio. So I'm going to play it and we're going to talk about the clip. We're going to say whether he was right or wrong.
Let's do it.
Good with that? All right. Let's do it. Let me get to my notes. Yeah, let's see. You got to smell it too. Like,
we got a drink on right or wrong.
All right. So this clip is geared towards a woman. And believe it or not, some of these are, I chose are women, men, women, men.
Like, so what the hell's going on? Does everyone have to have 6 figures and be a superhero? And that's really what you find out when you start asking women, what do you want? And what you're finding is women are wanting 2 to 3 kids. They don't want to have to work to pay significant bills, or they only want to have to work to pay 20% or less than the family bill. So you still want a provider male. That ain't the way this country's set up. Most people, you need 2 incomes. And then you're saying these guys aren't good enough. I'm talking to a woman in college and asked her, could you date a plumber? And off the rip, she said no. I'm like, you know how much plumbers make?
Yeah, it's a great job.
But I'm like, but it was the fact that not only do you want a guy, now you're discriminating where his money comes from.
Right.
It's insane. And that's what this show is starting to highlight, starting to break apart a lot of this delusion. Like, so what the hell's going on?
All right, that's clip number 1. Right or wrong? And then you can give your opinion on it.
Right.
All right. Marcus says right.
I missed like the second half of the clip. What was the gist of what he was trying to say?
Come on, man. All right. So he's saying basically that women are asking for 6 figures and all these things, but it's not the reality of what the situation is in the world, where people are making six figures. Let's be honest, only about 10 to 12% of people in the world, in the United States, make six figures, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay,
he was saying that he was talking to one young lady who he asked her, could she date a plumber? And she said no. And he was like, do you realize how much money plumbers make? You know what I mean? And so
not only do they want to do with the good job, but it's got to be the job they like,
For you,
as opposed to like the job that isn't as cool or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you're right. What do you mean? I don't know. It's not an acceptable answer.
Listen, I love black women. That's all I know.
We all love black women.
No. I don't. Does Kevin Samuels love black women?
No, I say we all. I mean, us three at this table.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
so
we're not going to be politically correct. We're not going to be politically correct.
You think he's right?
That's not what we're doing.
I think Kevin Samuels.
In that clip,
that sounds right.
In that clip,
it sounds right.
It sounds 100% truthful. It sounds 100% right. Because again, I had the conversation the other day, maybe a couple months ago, with a good friend, Shy and Jen and a couple other people. And I said, all of you make more than six figures, right? Why do women continue to say that they need a man that makes six figures or make a certain amount of money? Because money is not what you need. You're already doing well by yourself. You're already taking care of yourself. Why? Now, he can't be no broke dude.
Nah.
Right? He needs to be taking care of himself. But money, you don't need money. You need other means of support, emotional, spiritual, physical, whatever, communication. It's not the money, right? I think a lot of women, based on this clip, are stuck in a very old traditional mindset of a man needs to make a certain amount of money in order to be with me. But a lot of women are doing way better than what their mamas and grandmas and great mamas are doing. So I don't disagree with what he said in this clip.
Is there a correlation between is there a correlation between the amount of money you make and what is it? What are we talking about?
Is there a correlation between the amount of money and I don't know, you the one going for it.
Based off something you were saying. All right. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so we're going to the next clip. You got anything else? No, wait. No, I didn't hear you. My bad.
First, shout out to our strong black woman out there holding it down. But to respond to you, Jay, and like I said, Kevin Samuels is right. But the thing is women see success, or the amount of money you make and how you get it, as your ability be a leader in their eyes. So when a woman themselves have got to that point where they've gotten independent, they go, well, now I'm a woman and I came this far.
Mm-hmm.
I expect my partner to be at my level or equal. Mm-hmm. Women can't, like you said, they can't date down. I don't blame them. Like, you work this hard. Mm-hmm. Why would you go back and get somebody who's done half the work and you reward them with your fruits of labor? Women are not known to be able to be like, hey, I'm gonna go out and work 12-hour shifts for you, my man. Mm-hmm. That's not how it works. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: is me, if the roles were reversed, if I'm doing that and I come in and I just like try to build your world and you're not trying to match my level of energy, then I'm not going to set you up for success in the long run, because you're not trying to get to my level or match my energy. You're just like, oh, he's got six figures. He's done everything right. He's got all the point. Let me come in and enjoy the fruits of his labor. If you don't go, man, what can I do to throw something on top of that? You'll never get, like, yeah, you can live in my house. You may not have to pay any rent. Here's the thing: if you don't pay any rent in my house, and I would never, especially if it's like a house in my name, it's my mortgage, I would never actually pay rent. That's one thing. But if you don't pay, like try to assist me in some way, when the time of us comes to an end, all this is going to be still staying with me, and you'll be going back to the world as your own.
He said he's gonna get you back to the streets.
I mean, so
you're not trying to level up. Like, here's the thing:
Marcus is low key hilarious. Like, when you really listen to Marcus, some of the stuff he says, like, boy, the way you put that is interesting. Yeah.
It's just like this: if you're not trying to level up when you're next to me, why do you deserve anything?
Where I'm going?
Why you deserve a key?
Yeah.
It's okay if you're not here when you got. If you're not on my level when you got here, but I'm just going to keep walking straight regardless if you're next to me. So if you get next to me and go, you know what? I have a seat. You keep dragging me.
Here's the thing. I'm going to accept you for where you are.
Yeah.
But where are we going?
Exactly.
Right? What are you doing? Because if you're not going where I'm trying to go, there's going to be a problem. But my question is, when did being middle class become a negative thing? Because what is wrong with the man who makes 80,000, 90,000, or 60,000? Which that is all middle class. There's different levels. You have a lower middle class, middle class, and upper middle class. But it seems like middle class is shitted on. Like it's not okay to be middle class, and I think that's a problem. And I think most people exist in that middle class, and most men exist in that middle class. But let's not stay too long on that. I'm
gonna say two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, social media made people see that these dream lives that don't actually exist can be attained by anybody. A lot of time when you see somebody doing stuff that's out of your normal realm, it's either a front or they actually have put in the work that you don't see the grind that got them to that. Most people, man, I was just hanging out with James the other day and he was, flying jets and blah, blah. But you watched James 2 years ago when he wasn't doing shit and he was on his grind. You didn't care about him then.
Right. You was like, fuck James.
There's some women to this day that I will not fuck with because they did not fuck with me where I was a few years ago. But they didn't see my drive. They didn't know who I was. They didn't want me. I'm like, and look, I'm not doing amazing, but I'm working though. Exactly. I'm grinding. I'm a hustler. I'm trying to improve my life.
Right.
But if you couldn't see that, if you couldn't fuck with me back then, why am I gonna fuck with you now?
What it is they see your level, they don't see your elevation. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again. Well,
they see your level, but they don't see your elevation. They don't see that you're on an upward. You know what I mean?
Trajectory.
Now we gotta say this though. Just because someone has potential, if they don't have any actual initiation to make their potential something, you always gotta be watching out for that. Because everyone is great at talking. Hey, I'm gonna be this in 10 years and 12 years. You actually went back 2 spots. What happened? Right. You was always talking about this potential that you had. I'm not like,
what's that saying? Faith without action, something like that. Like you gotta have action behind whatever you're trying to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can't marry potential. You can date potential, but they have to be showing you where they're going. All right, move on to clip number 2. So clip number 2 is geared towards men.
I'm unemployed. Just started a business, and the only one I got behind me is my girlfriend. And I don't want to like.
Hold on. You invested all your money into starting this business?
Basically, yeah. I used to be a.
And you're unemployed? And you're unemployed?
Yes, sir. I kind of sacrificed everything to get one.
Hold on.
Okay, my bad.
How long have you been doing this business?
I just started. And
what does that mean? What does that mean?
3 months. 3 months.
And you've been unemployed for how long?
Ooh, close to almost a year. It's been kind of hard to get everything together.
What city do you live in?
I moved from Birmingham, Alabama to Houston, Texas.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah, I know.
I hope you didn't come here looking for sympathy.
Oh, no.
Do you have both your limbs?
Yes, sir.
Then why don't you have a job?
Because so long story short, I used to be
no long story. Dude, you're 29 years old saying I'm a freight broker and I've invested.
No, I'm 27. Yeah.
27, whatever. You use words like invest in business. You're unemployed living off your girlfriend.
Now, I use stock options, but I made good money off stock options, but at the same time I lost a lot of money because I get a little greedy from here and there. But it kind of helped out too, so it's kind of been like some stock options from that and some money too.
How much are you earning a month?
Ooh, shit, about under 1,000, depending on how.
And don't tell me a damn thing about stock options, Negro. You need a job.
Yes, sir.
Get off YouTube, get off Instagram, get off TikTok, get off your ass, and go the fuck to work.
All right.
Woo.
Right or wrong?
Right
or wrong?
I'm gonna say right, but I still got some thoughts.
Please enlighten us.
He's 100% right. All right, what's your thoughts?
I mean, okay, so look, as opposed to a high value man, I'm a broke ass nigga, so I kind of sympathize. Like, why you gotta go?
This dude said he bringing $1,000 a month though.
He going through something, obviously. He might have just got divorced. See, I don't know.
I know what he's doing.
Sound recently divorced.
He's being the antagonist right there.
He sound recently divorced.
I don't agree with none of that shit, but I'm with it.
So yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
Okay.
Go ahead, Black Jesus.
So let me tell you why I agree with what Kevin said. One, You just told us that you were already working. You willingly chose to give up income to chase your dream, which is no problem.
Right.
We all know when a dream comes, it's hard work. If you're not putting in 80 hours for your dream,
Yeah.
you don't want it.
Yeah.
Like life has never been handed to any, especially if I was a black man. It was never handed to us.
Yo, is that dude like a failed influencer, you think?
I mean, look,
Like, he was
man,
one of those motherfuckers.
being a digital creator is not as easy as people
Yeah.
think, man. So
He
it's
probably
a
gave up
grind.
everything for it.
But he said he said he started a job 3 months ago. And he'd been unemployed for a year. That means that was 7 months
Of not working.
of not working. You being and living off your girlfriend. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's
My question
unacceptable.
is, did he get laid off, get fired, or quit?
We don't know that, but it doesn't
I got a
matter.
response to that. When you get fired, what do? You go get another job. When you get laid off, what do? You go get another job. When you quit, you go get another job. So whatever the reason that got him to not having a job, his next response was, I should go get a job. Because there's so many ways to make money. I get it. You got your career right there. You could have went and did Uber. I've done in my life. I worked 3 jobs at one point in time. When I was diagnosed, you was getting paid like $9.
Mhm.
Now today, thank the Lord, we're in a better situation than that. But
Yeah.
there's never a reason why you shouldn't have a job. Like $1,000
Yeah.
a month from stock options.
Yeah.
Combine that doing with some Uber on the side, you could have $2,000 a month. You chose to be broke, sir.
You chose to be broke. You chose to live off your woman. And I done been unemployed, bro.
Yeah.
I done been unemployed twice during the pandemic, right? Each time I had to go do shit I didn't want to do. And I was like, look, I said, I still want to date. I still got bills. I live by myself. I have all these bills.
Yeah.
I had to get up and go do Lyft and do Uber and do my life coaching and go make videos. It's no excuse. Right.
Yeah, man, his crypto and his influencer career just fell through. He was banking on them too, and they popped.
I don't think any man should feel comfortable living off a woman. Period.
You get 2 months tops.
Yeah.
You get a bounce back month.
I mean, at some point, she gonna get tired of your ass.
Yeah. And I hate
'Cause I know I'm gonna get tired of a woman after 3 months. You ain't working, you living with me. Oh hell no, something gotta change.
Yeah. I give you a month of like, oh man, after that, what's up? Let a dude or woman be like, I just feel more comfortable just taking my time picking the right job. If you don't get your ass up, go get yourself a job.
Put one of those comments on the screen. See what they got over there. Any other thoughts on that clip? A real thought. Where you're not just being the antagonist.
I have lived with a woman unemployed for a year before.
That's the one that called you a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. That was the one.
Let me ask you. So, Rim, when you weren't unemployed for a year, what was the reason why you stayed unemployed? Was it you were actively searching?
Hard finding a job, man.
I was why was I unemployed? Oh, because I moved in with her.
What? You lost your job of being with her?
Okay, so it's a bit of a long story, but I'll try to make it short.
as short as possible.
Okay, so first job I had out of school was in Austin, Texas. Got laid off after 1 year, and then from there it was either stay in Austin, a city I had only been in for a year, and just try to see, fill it out or whatever. Stay there, try to see if I get another job, or me and my girl were going through stuff. So I figured, okay, moving in might be a good idea. So I picked career or relationship. Like I literally made the 50-50 choice, and I chose a relationship. And obviously, that didn't work out.
So you had the option to choose between sustaining yourself or making love work. Ooh,
Wait, what?
So you had the option because you said you had a choice of the
For me, it wasn't. No, we were in a relationship.
Okay.
And it was already like a long distance relationship. So we had been together for a while up to that point, and we had never lived together. And she's asking me about shit like marriage and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't even know you, so I got to live with you first before I can even take something like that seriously. So I was like, all right, well, let's just see where this goes.
I've actually never lived with a woman unemployed. I
don't recommend it.
I hate to say
No, it's not a good
balance-
idea.
the power
Especially,
balance is definitely
yeah.
gonna shift.
Like that was obviously a 20-year-old mistake. I would not do that again.
Yeah.
I would not choose that.
It's unfortunate because I think it depends on how long you are together, right? Like if you're married, I think your woman is going to give you an ample amount of time to get your shit together.
What-
But if
Can
you
I-
just like been together for 2 months and 3 months, like,
I got a question. Do you feel like it's reasonable for a man who makes less than his woman to live with her?
it makes sense.
Or
That's
will
whatever-
there be some extra energy floating around?
Most women are making more
If you make-
money than men today. So
For sure.
it's so for me, I think the issue it only becomes an issue if
I'm
the
talking about
woman
just
rolls.
living with, like dating.
But I think it only comes an
relationship,
issue if the
whatever.
woman makes it the issue. If she rubs it in the man's face.
That's what I mean.
That's
So-
when it becomes a problem.
So what I mean is there's room for error there.
Yeah,
and
for
depending
sure.
on just how good of an attitude she has about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously, like, I think, so for a dude like you, I think it wouldn't matter because she'd see that you're still growing every year. And that's the main, like, that's what they should care about.
Daphne said, read the chat comments. She's funny. No, go ahead. Keep going.
But if that's not their focus, if they can't see growth, like, you know, over a period of time, and they feel like you're like levels versus elevation, like we talked about, then they will have difficulty.
All right, so this is my response to that. You can only even attempt to live with a woman if you are, like, for example, if she has an apartment, you have an apartment, then y'all merge apartments. That's one thing. Whoever has a big apartment, take over. If she has a house and you don't have a house, I'm gonna say you probably should have your own house. And then if you do live with her, because the thing is, you can't. It's almost like they can't use the trump card. Like, well, I'm pulling your weight. No, I had a house before we moved into one household. My house over there is making us money. I'm renting it out. I would live with you so we can have our closer bond connection. So if a woman had a house and I've never had a house, I would be like, nah, it's no point.
Yeah. Only reason I will ever move in with a woman, and vice versa, or let a woman move in with me if it makes financial sense. Right?
Yeah,
like it has to make, because it shouldn't matter whether who house it is, whatnot. If you're in it for the long haul and you're trying to be together, it's no point having separate places.
Yeah.
If you know this is my person and I want to see it's gonna be my person, let's just make it work financially. All right, let's move on. We got a lot of clips to get through.
Go.
All right, next clip. This one is geared. That one was towards men, right?
Yeah. So the main point of that clip is Kevin Samuels wasn't only shitting on black women; he was shitting on black people.
Yes, for sure. Here we go. Next one.
Most important things for women is understanding that even though you're the queen, you're still the king's wife. Your value is in the ability to keep a high value man. I'm sorry that you don't like that, but that's how the world looks at it. And again, I deal in reality. You can be an accomplished woman, but if you're 40, unmarried, no children, the world looks at you as something's wrong. You are judged heavily on the caliber of man you can keep, not get, not deal with, but keep. One of the most important.
So I'm gonna say right and wrong, because I think when I think he's right, I do think that society at a certain age towards women look at you differently if you're unmarried, don't have kids. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with her? What's going on with her? Something must be wrong. But I think he's wrong in the sense that they are judged on the caliber of the man that you keep, that you can get or keep. I think that's inaccurate.
I agree with that. Like,
Yeah.
like the whole judging me on what kind of man I have, I can keep retaining. Here's the thing: some of the most wealthiest man still gonna step out. You can't control the dude himself. So just because you can't keep him doesn't mean that you or value as a woman is low. No.
Yeah,
people who want to be kept want to be kept. You know what I'm saying?
that's true. People want to keep will be kept. So yeah, I disagree. So I agree with parts of it, but disagree with another part of it.
I feel like my issue with Kevin is his message is.
Put her comment up there. Sorry, Daphne.
His message is purely external.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Explain.
His whole message, and consider this: he's a media personality, an influencer for all intents and purposes. His message is, how does the world look at you?
True. That's true.
It's not how do you look at yourself. It's
how does the world look at you?
Like, there's no sense of self at all. This sense of like who you are in this world, which is a fine consideration.
It's true,
but
that's
that can't be the only thing.
It cannot be.
That
That's a good
can
point,
it even
though.
be like the main thing all the time?
That's true.
It's hard though, because they like this. Let's say you yourself is an angel. You will never hurt a fly. But every single person in the world says you're a murderer. Are you?
Yeah.
If the world view,
I'm a motherfucking murderer.
It doesn't matter if you yourself, I believe I wouldn't. You have not proven that you have done anything wrong. When the whole world looks at you as this, that's what you become. I don't care what, because the problem is we as humans, we have to coexist with other humans. And we need, in other words, for us to elevate or do anything
Take the comment off.
in the world is through other human interaction. Now if you're Superman, that's one thing. You don't need us. You're bulletproof. But like Clark Kent, yeah, you go ahead and get that 9 to 5, sir. Yeah. You are a reporter to us. Yeah. No matter if you believe yourself as being a Superman, you're a reporter to me. Get the pictures.
Yeah.
Hashtag, but I'm not Superman.
But I'm not Superman. I definitely feel like, I think we all can agree at this table, and even the method heads can agree that I think women are judged harder and harsher is the word, in society than what men are based on physical appearance, how many kids they did have, how many people they done fucked, et cetera, et cetera. Like, but men don't have that same, it's a double standard. I think men are judged obviously harder on finances, right? And your property and the things that you have.
You're right. When it comes to judgment, here's the thing though. Judgment only applies to women when it's time to be kept. Because here's the thing, let's be realistic. It doesn't matter if Susan over there got hit by all the homies. A man would probably still like, you know what? Let me see, but it won't claim you. So we don't. Our judgment only comes when we have to call you ours. That's the only time judgment really applies. Because what's Amber Rose, opposite porn star, whatever, does all the things. Would you turn Amber Rose down if she came? Jay, you want these cheeks? You ain't gonna tell her no.
I'm probably not gonna turn it down.
You're not gonna turn it down, but then
I'm gonna pretend to be Kanye.
First of all, Amber Rose is not a porn star.
No,
she is a self-proclaimed whore.
Wow.
Okay.
No, I think it's slut. Don't you do the slut walk? I'm sorry, slut.
Oh. All right. Any more thoughts on that clip? Hey, Method Head, do me a favor. If you are in here right now, we need you to share the live. Share the live. We see 10 people in here. We appreciate y'all, man. Share the live. So while they do that, read some comments real quick before we move on to the next clip.
So Ernest said, I have never moved in with a woman, her place. I have bought houses with my ex-fiance and had girlfriends move into my place. I am never going to hear those words, get the fuck out of my house. Facts. You feel me?
You can get me out of this house.
Ain't nobody never telling me get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of whose house?
Yeah, what did Justin say?
Yeah. Justin said, like dude said in Goodfellas, I'm a made guy. The world. Now go get your shoe shine box.
All right. So
sorry, if I had saw the movie, I probably would have.
This next clip is geared towards men.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh? Uh-oh.
I weigh about
2 what?
Depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 400 every 2 weeks.
So you make 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
How many 20-year-olds is him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, when minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it. How long? You got a big dick?
Huh?
You have a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't know Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
You heard what I said.
I don't know what that is. Really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit.
You know.
Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
you don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. On this.
Damn. Like
thoughts,
right
or wrong.
That's a motherfucking
right
roast session. That turned into a roast session.
Ruby first.
He started just hitting him with all the greatest hits. Like, you fat, you broke, you ain't got a big dick. Like, you got all the problems.
So
what's wrong with you?
Was he right or wrong? I mean, was he right or wrong?
Right or wrong? Was he right or wrong in his approach and his assessment of the situation? Because
well, like I said, I don't see Kevin Samuels talking to me, so I don't know. Like if he's talking to somebody who need to hear all that shit, yeah, okay. I don't feel like.
But here's the thing: let's assume that this young man is trying to get a woman.
Yep.
All right. So that's what's on the table. He's trying to get a good fucking woman. He put the height in there.
Right.
You know, men are judged by height. He's 5'10".
So he's trying to figure out what do you have to offer a woman.
You make $800 a month, a week, a month, or whatnot. What do you have that's going to make a woman want you?
My personality.
And he ain't got a big dick. Which is not should not always be. It's not a quality. You know, it is what it is. Of course.
Listen, according to some of the shit I heard about Jesse Williams, it matters a little bit.
Women, that 4-inch dick gonna feel like 9-inch when you in love. When you in love with him.
I love him times 2. Girl, I feel like he was in the back of my actions.
So I don't think. All right, his approach is harsh.
Yep.
Right.
I believe.
Very harsh. But I chose some of these clips because I want people to understand
is he a bully?
That he's not just going after women. I think the perception of Kevin Samuels is that he only attacks black women and women in general. And I don't think that's the case.
No.
Clearly based on what we just heard there.
It's easy to clip something and be like, this is what he talks about. Yeah.
But I don't think I think it was harsh, but I don't think he's wrong. If you want to make a certain amount of money, you can better take care of yourself. You're not trying to improve your life physically or whatnot, and you don't have a big dick, then what are you offering? What are you bringing to the table, as they say?
Potential problems.
Right?
Sense of humor.
Remember, you can laugh somebody out their panties, but what next?
Yeah, you got to. Something got to come after.
Something got to come after that.
Yeah.
Daphne said, "Niggas struck the fuck out." Yeah, I mean, so I do understand a lot of the frustration that a lot of women have with men who expect certain things and they aren't bringing enough to the table, right? But what is enough?
Well, let's be realistic. All right, so if he's only making $400 every 2 weeks,
it was like $400 every 2 weeks. It was $800 a month after taxes.
We already know he can't sustain his own life.
He's also 21, so still,
Jay, I've been working at Publix making $9 an hour, so broke that. No, he can't. I mean, 21. He is young.
Violent in the comments.
He can't even sustain his own life. So what do you? I hate to say, as a man, the one thing you have to be able to do is tell a woman, "Hey, I can stand on my own 2 feet." If you can't tell a woman that you can do that, you aren't ready to date.
Black folks are hilarious because that clip played, and then Kevin Samuels started going in on him, and then everybody in the comments started going in on everybody here is just roasting this young man.
Because it's a bad situation.
Y'all are hilarious.
It's a bad situation.
The problem is the dude is he's not even saying why. Like, he's not even trying to change his surroundings. Yeah, man, I don't got a big dick. I only make $400 every 2 weeks. But someone should love me.
He's like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
But back to your point earlier is that Kevin Samuels is coming from a perspective of what outside society thinks. And he's saying if you don't have money, if you don't have height, you better have a big dick. If you don't have a big dick, then you better have a good, decent salary, or you better have a little bit of height. I'm not saying I agree with it, but this is how society tends to operate. True or false?
True.
All right, let's move on to the next clip.
No one's obligated to date you just because.
So this one is going towards women. I got started at. Oh, it's a good one.
Probably not. No, probably not. It's not even close. But it's the same thing. Or is it not?
I think men get certain liberties. Women get certain.
Such as what?
I mean, according to you, in a couple months, I'm going to be 50% off because I'm turning 30.
Yeah.
For men, when does your discount ever happen as a man? Never, right?
But we also have a different.
So that means
no.
You guys never.
But hold on. But I also got to pay my way everywhere I go. You, as a woman, can choose to trade on your beauty if you want to.
For now.
But that's the point. But that's the point. Women get theirs up front by nature. Men have to earn our value. Women
we can earn our value too.
Women are born, and you need to preserve your value. Men have to earn their value. And if you earn your value, who decides how valuable it is, the buyer or the seller? Right, we're the buyers. And if women say you should value, which is what women have been saying for longest, don't value us based upon our femininity, our fitness, our friendliness, cooperative, submissive, our womb, this, that. Don't value us based upon our achievement, our education, or this, that. And men say no. We value what we value first. And that doesn't mean that doesn't count, but this is initial. And instead of just saying, okay, we're trying to re-engineer attractiveness. I'll say this.
All right, true or false? Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
This nigga spitting.
All right, let me get this one first. So he's right, but the only thing I don't agree with is like you don't become instantly 50% off at 30. Because here's the thing is, I feel like women age in a.
I think he's admitted it to 35.
Women don't age in a sense of like in a negative sense as they get older. I feel like they get more wise and experienced as they're not. Yes, everyone bodies degrade because eventually your dick ain't gonna work.
My dick ain't gonna work at a certain age. It's facts.
So there's a certain age limit for everybody.
I could pump it up though.
Listen,
There are a lot of tools. There's a lot of tools.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So that's what part I agree. You don't become instantly 50% discount. Honestly, I hate to say it. There's a lot of times where the older women outshine some of the younger women.
100%.
Sometimes that mature mindset and knowing what you want in life and how you want life to go is more appealing than like, oh, I'm just here to have fun. Okay, cool. What do you want to do? I don't know, but I look beautiful, right? All right, that'll fade 2 days from now. What else? What have you acquired knowledge-wise on this planet? Your body is aging. But let me tell you, some tiger marks, they always look good to me. So you ain't got to be the tightest. You just got to be right.
Remy, on the clip?
I mean, most of what he was saying made sense to me.
So you agree? So you think that women things change after 30?
Things
and in men's perspective towards women.
Okay. So I don't know about 30, and to me that seems like I don't know, because if when you play. So the big thing that he was known for was saying that women after 35 are the leftovers, which is a very fucked up way of putting it.
Yeah, which I disagree with.
Yeah, but the thing that is more realistic that actually happens is women go through a lot of changes once they hit like 35 to like 40. That's usually like the menopause age when you stop having children. Like everything about your life is going to change from that point on. It's like going through puberty another time or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think, not to say that he was trying to say that per se, but he's trying to say you're not going to feel like the person that you were before. And whatever you are at that point on, you're probably going to be like, fuck it, who gives a fuck? And just try to be happy by yourself, which, like I said, he doesn't focus on anything internal. Everything he focuses on is external. So he doesn't comprehend that you could, as a woman over 35, be happy by yourself. So he feels like you have to find somebody in order to project this image or whatever it is.
I think there's a lot of pressure at the age of 30 for a lot of people. And I think the pressure is heavier for women at the age of 30. But I don't agree that women are looked at as less value after the age of 30 if you turn 30 and whatnot. But I do think society, if you have kids, like I won't date a woman who has 4 or 5 kids.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I don't have any kids. So do I want a discount? Or I don't know what the discount would be. I'm probably looking at it like I'm probably bringing a little more to the table. You know what I mean? Like it's different things that play a factor.
That's the part that kind of sucks too, because if you have kids and then
now they're older, then the older is different.
Yeah, but like here's the thing: because as a man, if you have no kids, a woman has like 2 or 3 kids. Maybe it's me. Sometimes I look as like, all right, I coming in with no baggage, and I'm still looking towards you to be a partner. But what?
I'm bad.
Oh, good. But I hate to say it, I feel like you might have to put in more work to make sure that we stay
to get me to hold me down.
Because I'm like,
hold me down.
I came in the beginning and accept your. I hate this. Kids are not baggage, but let's say it really is. I'm accepting your baggage off the rips. You have no problems on my end with that. So I need something more from your end for me to be like, you know what? It's worth staying here and being a father to kids I didn't raise.
I don't think people who have kids get enough respect or value when they date people who have kids. Because it's a whole lifestyle change. We go ahead. What you about to say?
I was saying shout out to all of the queens in the comments and the queen lovers. I ain't forget about you too, Jason.
All right, moving to the next clip. Next clip. Oh, hold on. Turn that off.
If you are over the age of 35,
I'm multitasking. Hold on.
Shout out to Instagram. Ladies, if you are over the age of 35, if you are over the age of 35 in the United States of America, that officially makes you a leftover woman. Danger zone. 27 to 35 is the danger zone. That's when you need to focus like a laser on the outcomes you want. But if you have made it to 35 years old and you're unmarried, you are a leftover woman. A leftover woman. You are what is left. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to just go there with you. I'm telling you the truth that you don't want to hear. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you, but you cannot be fit in an adjustable 6 or higher, 35, unmarried. Something wrong with you.
So that kind of piggybacks on what we were saying earlier. Right. So let me go first on this one. I think this assessment is heavily favored towards how old the man is, right? If I'm in my 20s or my late 20s and the woman's 35, unmarried or whatnot, I'm probably going to look at it different. But as a 41-year-old man, I don't want a 28-year-old woman. I want a woman that's mature and grown and gone through shit and got her shit together. And that's what I want. And then that for me, that could be 35, at this point, 35 to 58. Like, I don't want someone really younger than that for me personally. So I disagree. So for me, he's wrong in the clip for me.
Rose said leftovers taste better the next day.
So to speak on Jay's comment he just made, here's the problem. Since men, as we get older, we usually get stronger over time, financially, mentally, and all of the above. So when it comes to how mature a woman is, let's be realistic. The older we get as men, the less we care about what women make as money. We want the more of the nurturing aspects that you bring to us, because it's like, hey, I'm gonna give you the home. Just make it. I'm gonna give you the house. Just need you to make it a home. Mm-hmm. Now, women who are older and women who are younger, I hate to say it, when you're younger, you have a more naive mindset, but you have a natural love because the innocence is still there.
You think so?
Because
I don't know.
When you're an older woman, you've gone through more trials and tribulations. Mm. So you can, I'm not saying all women, but you have the ability to harbor more bitterness to the world of dating because you've already experienced so much bullshit. When you're young, life is a dream. Not like,
yeah, but why do you want that though?
I'm not saying that I'm saying that, but that's so the one thing that we do look for when we get older, because we don't need you to make money. I got us. What can you do outside of make money? Peace of mind. Women who usually are older and have had more trouble, and I hate to say it, they usually go through more traumatic experiences, create a subtle bitterness that may make it hard to adapt to someone who's okay. So
say how you feel. I mean, I disagree, but say how you feel. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm not saying this is the case because for me, when I look towards older women, where I am, we normally vibe better because of the fact that I'm already got mentally and to the point of my age for a man, and I'm at a good spot.
But how can you say you vibe better, but they say they hold no bitter?
When you're 40, 50, you know what I'm saying?
Marcus, you right around the corner, bro.
Jay, I'm 30s, y'all.
Bro, you a couple years away.
30. I'm 7 years away. That's a good time.
How old you?
33.
Oh yeah, you young as hell.
Yeah. Thank you, Remy. Thank you.
But I'm just saying this, man.
I'm gonna be in the 40s with.
I absolutely think I've dated older women,
and you in your Jesus age.
I dated younger women.
Black Jesus going today.
The older
Let's stick it
women,
right there.
the older women know how to cater to their man. 100%.
You're right. Cater, nurturing, and
That's what you want, though.
So
that's what
the
you
other.
want.
So that's the
what
other
you
side
want.
of it. So like you had this idea that older women are leftovers. Well, according to Rose, like they taste better the next day anyway. So they give a fuck. They are more willing to show you that they give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah.
But all right, here's my thing to that.
My girl is
Jay. Hold on. Jay, when they cater to you, were they women who cater to you? Were they older than you or younger than you?
Older than me.
All right. So
older
that's what
than
happens.
me.
So when you become older than them, you're not viewed the same as when.
Hey, listen, bro. I got a couple 30-year girl trying to get at me. Like I ain't saying.
Is she catering to you like the one that's older than you?
Well, it ain't that serious right now in the moment.
Regardless, but I'm saying
I gotta.
Do young women bring you plates of dinner when you sick?
No.
Hell no. Older women doing that.
Honestly, since most people I've dated, I've been older. I've had plates brought to me.
That's what I'm saying.
But I have people who are older than me that do the same thing. But what I'm saying is, when
are younger women coming to paint your walls?
With what?
They're like, actually,
with what?
We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone.
I said what I said.
All right, move on to the next clip. Oh, go ahead, Miriam. Go ahead.
Fuck, what did I have? I forgot now.
All right, we're gonna move on then. Next clip.
This crown. This is good.
Are you do people invite you to do anything? Do people invite you to go anywhere? When there's a house party or an event or whatever, are you on the must-have list? And if not, you got work to do.
Let me go back because I think I missed something there.
And men and women love men who have a life that looks exciting. Ask yourself a question. Do people invite you to do anything? Do people invite you to go anywhere? When there's a house party or an event or whatever, are you on the must-have list? And if not, you got work to do.
All right, so essentially what he's saying is what, Remy?
He's basically talking about boredom and invitations. He's saying, do you have something to do, and do people want to see you? Do people, is there anybody else in the world who gives a fuck about you? Is the question.
So yeah, I guess in his example, if you don't have shit going on, if you're not being invited to stuff, then why would anybody want you? I guess he's saying like, so I think he's wrong, but this is coming from someone who I get invites, but I think I get invites not because I'm a high value man, but because I'm just a good fucking person. I have good energy. I bring people together. I socialize. You know what I mean? And people always want to be around that. You know what I mean?
A lot of people like fuck with you.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Well known socially. I hate to say it, like I made friends with being around you. Like, damn,
I've been here 12 years though. It's 12 years of networking and just trying to bring people together. Like if I had never networked, I would have never met you. Right?
Yeah, that was a camping trip.
Right? Someone else brought you, but you came out, but it was my event and I met you and we became close friends. And so I'm thankful for that. But I don't know if I agree that if you're not getting invites, you're not somebody
has to fuck with you.
Yeah.
If nobody fucks with you,
I do agree with that.
And you're the only person you spend all your time with all the time.
I do agree with that.
That is problematic.
Yeah, I do
Somebody,
agree with that.
like at least a dude over there, you know what I'm saying, that comes through every once in a while, y'all fucking play video games and some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or some girl that you don't really like her or whatever, but like she insecure and you insecure, so y'all show up and fuck each other and try to feel better. Like other people got to fuck with you.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like because I can't be your everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's like if you don't have no friends, you ain't got no female or no women friends, that's a problem.
Was he speaking in the sense that in the relationship,
Don't
like
nobody
your partner
love
has,
you?
as your partner, no one fucks with your partner at all, and she only hangs out with you, or vice versa? Is that what he's saying?
I mean, we don't have the full clip, so
Okay,
we had to kind of
zone in,
piece it together ourselves.
I'm not gonna lie, that is like a question mark because I could love you and hang out with you all the time. I'm still going to be away from you. hey, you go do you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
Because I have hobbies that that's a problem. And most women don't always jump into the hobbies that their partner's in. Like it's not. I'm saying this for the ladies. It is always dope if you guys give ample energy to whatever hobbies we do as men. Because in return, what will exactly happen? We will give you that same energy back.
Go ahead, Remy.
Why? So, for the most part, I agree with that. Because the way I function naturally with any given person, really, but especially women, is I give the same energy I get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're a fucking nutcase and you know what I'm saying, come out here acting like you're gonna throw hands at me, I'm gonna throw you off the balcony. But if you come at me really sweet and like cool and like got my back, like all of the right things, I mean, you're getting all of that in return. Like I'm automatically gonna feel like, okay, she do this for me, so I'm gonna do this for her. It's just how I function by nature.
So for me, as a single man that is dating, both of you two are in happy relationships, whatnot. I'm the single one. So I do.
Who told you I was happy?
The person in the other room. No, but so as someone who's actively dating, I definitely look for what the woman has as hobbies. Does she go out and meet people? Does she hang out with people?
Right.
Because if you don't, it's probably going to be a little problem for me because I go out all the time. I hang out with my friends all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm going to want you with me, but sometimes I'm not. So what are you doing in your own life? You know what I mean? Again, I can't be you everything. Sure. That's going to be a problem for me if you feel like you got to be around me all the time. But also fast forward, and if I do invite you out, how do you interact with the people I invite you around? You know, like if I invite you to a party and you under me the whole time, that's a problem for me. I need to be able to look over and look at my woman and be like, oh, she doing the damn thing. She's not even thinking about me right now. She over there talking to Daphne.
That's sexy.
She's over there talking to so and so. She over there talking to Mark. I fuck with that.
Unless she's trying to get one in the bathroom real quick, and you can be on the meeting for that time. Baby, come to the bathroom.
I mean,
if you got one that's doing both of those things,
the quickies are always one. The quickies are always acceptable. All right, this is
that's gotta be like the best thing to hear in public. Let's go to the bathroom. Like if a woman says that to you,
okay, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all gonna hate me.
Okay.
I don't like bathroom sex.
It doesn't have to be
disgusting
bathroom
because you've had too much of it.
It's too nasty.
It doesn't have to be bathroom.
I'm not a germaphobe, but I'm like someone's ass.
Can you count how many times you've had bathroom sex?
Zero. Zero.
Listen,
wait. I take it back. The shower count.
That's part of the bathroom. What bathroom you go to, Jay?
I'll take that back. I mean, the club don't have.
That's fine. That's the bathroom.
They don't have no shower though.
So what part of the bathroom sex is nasty? I thought the toilet.
Okay,
was
the
nasty.
trick to bathroom sex is you go to a place that has personal bathrooms and you can lock the doors.
Yes,
that is the only way that I will have and have had. Maybe,
so not out in public,
or not in a regular fucking,
or in 260s bathroom.
Not an evil, not a jazz house.
Something you can make personal. You know what I mean? Like, and I know a couple of bathrooms around Tampa I can do that.
Listen.
Okay.
Wait, are you opposed to outside sex in general? Because like I've been at Busch Gardens before we got in.
Wow.
Listen. Halloween Horror Nights, boy. It got
Wow.
I was scared.
Let's go back to my post about Marcus replying to DMs of ugly women, but when he was single.
No. So
when he was single. No, let's go into it.
Let me explain.
Hold on.
This is how the conversation should be. Because I think Jay is a savage.
Wow, I'm not a savage.
We know
don't do Jay like that. He's a savage.
We know that women get DMs all the time and they'll look at it and read it. I was trying to convey that from the men's perspective, even if we're not interested and you're not attractive, we would at least say something to you. We don't just come in and look at what you said to us when you try to at least hit on us and look at it and not respond. But I guess I was wrong. I guess it's a normal thing for men to do the same things that women have done to us back to them and not get too fucks.
Anytime I get a
comment real quick.
Anytime I get a message from somebody, I'm gonna be like, yo, do I want to deal with this? Whatever the fuck this is. Like you get so many messages now on your phone and like from fucking Messenger, text messages, emails. Like there's so much incoming dealing with a girl that I'm not even attracted to.
Let's not go down this road. Nope.
Wait,
Nope.
listen,
Nope.
One more comment.
Last comment.
One more comment. Even though you don't, you're not gonna deal with this individual, but here's the facts. As men, how often do women try to actually come and chase us?
It's rare. It's rare.
So when the opportunity presents
That's
itself,
not true.
It's not rare.
That's not true.
So you just not. When you like,
Hey,
that's
the
different.
ones that gotta shoot their shot know how to shoot their shot.
All
See,
right.
y'all must not have.
I think it's rare. I agree with you.
It's not as rare.
I don't think. All right. So let's move on. So read some of the comments real quick before this last clip, and then we're gonna end this topic.
Just said, hell yeah.
Talking to Mike. You professional.
Let me see. Hell yeah. Tell me you ready to get a quick one and come back right quick. Talking about bathroom
Justin
sex.
nasty.
Jason loves bathroom sex. Daphne said it's too cramped. Jason also wanted to list the other places he enjoys sex: the car, the fitting room, beach.
What bathroom is too cramped?
Rose says movie sex, hand sex.
No, I haven't had movie sex before. I never had movie sex.
I've never had sex in a movie theater.
Man, what do y'all listen? Let me ask you this: what's the most crazy spot y'all have had sex in?
I'm not talking about that.
On a jet ski in the ocean. Go ahead, Jay.
That's pretty good.
What?
That's pretty good.
Right.
I like that.
I'm different.
I had sex on the bench in the park.
Jay, that's what you do in high school.
I mean, on the beach. I'm not a public sex person.
I get it. I get it.
I want to have fun behind the scenes. I want to do all my look. I'm a freak, man, but I'm not big on public sex.
It's like you don't gotta finish. You just
I'm not risky. I'm not risky. Oh, I had sex in the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, sex in the ocean.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But
salty ass sex.
That is some dangerous sex.
I worry more about the woman than the guy in that situation. You know what I mean?
Are you sure you want to do that?
All right, let's move on to, this is the last clip that has.
What about me? What about craziest place I had?
I actually said you want to answer.
You said you don't want to answer.
Yeah, exactly.
On this table. Fuck, let me get out of here, man. I'm joking. But am I?
It's not a little doozy.
Inside of her mom's house.
What?
In her driveway.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little. I've never had sex in a mom's house. All right, last clip.
Yes, I want to see black men and black women together, but I want to see black women valuing black men as black men deserve to be valued. Black men, you are worthy. You have done great things in the last 20 or 30 years. You've taken your image back from cops, deadbeat dads, and everything else. You stepped up to the challenge, and this is your time. This is your time. The gender war is over. Average at best happened in 2021. That is over. 2022, we're going into it. Self-awareness is sexy. Men are going to show the work, and women are going to show their worth. We're going to move forward. We're going to move forward, and if you want to move forward together with us, men are there waiting for you. Men are there waiting for you, but you're going to earn your spot because he has to earn his value. And in that way,
I don't disagree with anything he said there.
Yeah, so I wanted to highlight because we see all the negative clips. We ought to see all the clips of some shit he said to piss somebody off. That's just his general message.
Yeah,
that is everything that he feels like he's trying to do is to elevate black men, and in a sense elevate black women. But if black women are like chasing after what we're becoming, he has to work on us, foremost. And sometimes tough love is what you need for that.
Yeah,
I mean, now the issue is we've heard this type of shit before from Cosby in a different sense. You know what I'm saying? It was about more how to act in public and not necessarily about relationships. But overall, he's I think he has good intentions, or he had good intentions. He just kind of went about it in a weird way that pissed a lot of people off.
His delivery was wrong, I think. Personally,
well, he delivered it like he was your uncle or your pops.
Yeah.
He knows you and he's like, no, you stupid. What the fuck is wrong?
And let's be honest, we kind of live in a world where you can't say shit about women or black women specifically without getting shitted on or feeling like you don't love black women. But there are a lot of men who feel like that we cannot say how we really feel on social media or in society without having a lot of blowback.
I say everything that I think about black women all the time.
Because you take it.
I think they're brown and delicious.
I love black women. And that's you know, it is what it is what it is. But that doesn't mean that we don't have our issues with perspectives. And the same thing doesn't mean black women don't have issues with black men.
I mean, here's my question: have you guys ran into a lot of situations?
Sex talk in the comments.
Has there been a lot of situations where you guys have ran into black women not appreciating you?
Every day.
Look,
for real?
My girl don't appreciate me. My girl don't appreciate me.
I only date black women,
but I appreciate
currently. But I'm open to it. So if you are not a black woman who wants to holler at your boy, let me know. But typically, I have only dated black women, and I have definitely not felt appreciated in the past from the black women that I've dated. The black women I chose to date. We have to understand it's not all black women.
What's the appreciation that you want to be felt?
You know, here's the thing. So when you don't make a certain amount of money, I feel like you have to show your worth in different ways. Unfortunately, society has placed this expectation of a man's salary, his worth into that. So for me, I tend to do other things. If I can't pay your bills, like in the past, I couldn't pay someone bills. I would go cut your grass. I would go pump your gas. I would fix your car. I would buy you little things here and there to show that I appreciate you for the things you bring into my life, right? And so if you not seeing me cutting your grass every Sunday morning without you asking is not appreciated, that's gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, you have to acknowledge what I'm doing, even though it might not be what you need in that moment, right? You can't just talk about the negative.
Yeah.
You can't come to me and say, well, you ain't do this. Well, have you seen what I've been doing?
I think in my experience, a lot of the women I've dealt with, they cared more about what they would say that they want versus what they don't say that they want, as far as what's being done. And I understand that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, when you're saying what you want, it's kind of like, okay, well, this is what's important. All the other stuff is cool, but this is what's important right now. And then also with women, it like fluctuates a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not to shit on y'all, but I may be a little different from time to time, and I can't keep it straight.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what you want today? Like, what?
I think appreciation is key on both sides of the aisle.
Well, yeah. Of course.
On both sides of the aisle.
Of course.
All right. So look, we say all that to say that, and I hope that you see that Kevin Samuels had different perspectives.
Now, he was an asshole.
100%.
100% asshole.
100%.
Quarterback over there.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think that's in denial at all. He was definitely an asshole
with good intentions.
I don't know. I don't even know if they were good intentions. I mean, he has a following.
He was well intentioned. Like, he wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He wasn't doing it because he wanted to see the. I mean, maybe it was a little bit of entertainment value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You roast him for the audience and people like that or whatever. But at the same time, he's still just being real with you. And you could see that,
and that works for some people.
In every clip that they showed of him, he kept the same energy with every single person.
That is
like
true.
he's still keep that same energy. You haven't seen him dial that shit back with anybody in particular. You know what I mean? So
let's be honest. Like I just said, most of the people live in rose-colored glasses. Like they want to be pampered when this problem is they haven't been told directly what the actual issue is. Yeah. Was he wrong? They told a car girl a fullback. Yeah. But I bet she thought, like, damn, I got made fun on the internet about being fat, and maybe I should try to better myself in certain ways. Now, I'm not saying she needed to lose weight. I'm not saying she was an attractive black woman, but there's a certain point where a certain weight is unhealthy to a certain individual.
But even if it's unhealthy, there's someone out there that likes that.
True, but see, that's the problem.
So
if someone is liking you when you're being unhealthy and not trying to curb you to be better in every category, I'm not saying become a model. Maybe be healthy. If you're 300, you're healthier than me. Do your shit, girl. I don't care. I'm here still crushing these buns. It's not a big deal. But I only think the aspect is don't make it to a scenario where you get to a point where you may be taken from me, because at that point now you're causing 2 losses, me and you. I'm losing.
Wait, you said taken from me?
Yeah, because
they got too sexy.
No, not taken from me. Like in death, Jay. Like
okay.
You're unhealthy wise.
Gotcha.
That's the problem.
Gotcha.
You're big and you healthy. Because I've seen a lot of big girls do shit I can't do. Like I can't even say Indian style. Some big girls still can do that. But
you're just more flexible.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of big girls that can move. It's a lot of big people that can move.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it doesn't mean.
Hey, look, Kevin Samuels was a skinny ass dude who died of a heart attack.
On top of somebody.
It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. Yeah. Like if you're not taking care of yourself in other ways, we're all subject to early death. So rest in power, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, however you feel about him. Again, I don't think any of us were huge fans of his.
He wasn't talking to me. That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. So let's move into method lessons, man. Method lessons. We moved into the end of the episode. Let me find a clip for you, because if I don't find the clip, it's gonna be a problem. Here we go.
Reading is fundamental. Now let's get on with this school thing. You teach.
This is method lessons where we discuss anything that we have learned recently, or maybe not even recently. I don't know. Share a fucking childhood.
I will go first.
Go, Shay. Let him hear the word.
So I relearned this week that sometimes you gotta threaten a company with your network in order to get them to do the right thing. So I took my car about a week and a half ago to Tire Plus. Mm-hmm. I had a tire that just kept going flat. Every other day I was putting air in it. Took it to Tire Plus. Dude said, "Oh, I see the nail. We got it. Boom, boom, boom." I paid $32, right? He fixed it, or said he fixed it, gave me the keys, and I walked to my car, and the tire looks a little flat. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe they just didn't put air in it. No big deal. Get in my car, I go put air in the tire. Next day, tire's going flat again. We all busy people. I ain't got no time to go right back to Tire Plus to do it. So it took me a week to go back. Went back the other day. Every other day, I'm putting air in the tire. I go to the dude, I'm like, "Look, bro, I came here, got my information, the left rear tire. When I left out here, it was still flat. I'm not sure what's going on." So he pulls it. He goes, "Look," he said, "Oh, here, let me show you. You know, you have another nail in the tire. You ran over another nail." I was like, "I didn't run over another nail." Right. Like the tire was going flat the day I left, but I thought maybe I just forgot to put air in it. I was like, "Look," and so he wanted to charge me again. I was like, "Look, I'm not trying to get over you. I'm not trying to get over $32. Okay. Right? I'm like, it's $32. Right. If I gotta pay $32 to have you patch this hole in the second nail that you missed, then I'll do it. But understand, one, I'm never coming back, and I'm gonna tell all my friends about this experience."
Show your fault.
Right?
Jay was like, "This ain't high value man energy, homeboy. Come on, step your shit up."
And you know what they did? They said, "You know what? It's all right. It was obviously you ran over a tire in the parking lot. We're gonna fix it free of charge." So he fixed it free of charge. Now, in the grand scheme, I don't think that I ran over a tire in the parking lot. I think they just initially missed it. Wait. I think there was 2 nails in the tire, and they only saw that one nail and fixed that one. So I say all to say, sometimes you gotta threaten the company, which is your network, in order to get them to do the right thing.
I'm surprised you left with I'm like, hold up.
You gotta go back to the comments to make sure.
You didn't give me no flat tires.
Yeah.
Because of death.
What about what else? What y'all learned this week?
Let's see. What did I learn this week?
Or just in general, you haven't been on a podcast in a long time, so it can be anything you learned all of 2022. Something that's like, damn.
So this is terrible, but
Method heads, don't y'all leave yet. We still have unnamed artists coming up next. We need you to vote.
I recently, in my life, found out that one of my many mortal enemies has an OnlyFans.
Mm.
And I was like, that's interesting. Subscribe. Like,
well, okay. One, I want the information. Is she showing anything?
I didn't get that far. I didn't actually subscribe.
I'm
in a relationship. I got to be careful about subscribing to OnlyFans.
Send me the information, and I will tell you whether or not she is showing anything. There are a few Facebook friends who I have supported over the last couple of years during the pandemic with OnlyFans.
I'm not supporting you unless I've been there.
What's $20 though? I spend $20 on drinks.
Is it $20 a month?
Yeah, some of them is like $20 a month.
Listen.
You do 1 month. You do 1 month.
Oh, you just doing it one?
Yeah, you do 1 month, then you cancel.
I would rather hand them $20 in person. Hey, girl, you know me.
That's Black Jesus, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm supporting
Black
you.
Jesus.
I'm supporting you right here, right now.
All right, see, that's what you learned. Okay, so Marcus, what you learn, man? Come on.
I learned actually for individuals who want to start up a business, you can already buy a pre-shelf business for a nominal fee. I mean, it's not as cheap as starting your business up, but for like $2,000 or $3,000, you can go out there and buy a business and get the process of having to wait to be eligible to start borrowing funds from the bank and having immediate access to that. It's not a bad idea. 2 people go in and let's buy this business. You don't want $1,000, throw $1,000. You could already start getting loans from the banks. That's for people who want to make investments in their life.
So that's something you did?
I came
what
across.
You going to do?
So I came across this information like a week ago. I was like,
okay,
because like I wasted more than playing poker. I could easily just get it out the way. Because here's the thing: if we're not trying to set ourselves up in the long run to have us to not be working, we're doing something wrong. Because I don't want to work.
I agree, 100%. So the last thing I learned this week, man, I was reminded this week that when you're a good person and you do good things for people, other good people will pay you back because they see the good in you. So I say all to say, without going into detail, I want to shout out my friend Nikki McDonald. She is doing a good deed for me in regards to certain things in my life. And she's only doing it because I've been a good person to her and to other people, and she sees the good and she is returning the favor, right? And I say that also like in the sense of even you and I, right? If I hadn't been a good person to you over the years, we wouldn't have became friends. You wouldn't have referred me to the new position. He could have very easily chose somebody else
and I had choices
to do that. You know what I mean?
This man right here deserves.
Yeah. And so I feel like I say all to say, man, be a good person. And to be a good person, regardless of what you don't do because you want something back in return. Just be good to people, man, and look out for people, respect people. Don't talk about them behind their back. It will come back to you. And it has come back in a very good way in the last couple of years for sure. And I'm very appreciative. I'm thankful that I decided to be a good ass person.
Was Kevin Samuels a good person?
I don't know. I don't know him.
That's the question.
I don't know him.
Was Kevin Samuels a good person?
Do not know.
We can't answer that. Even though we talked about this nigga for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We still don't know for sure if he's a good person. He seems well intentioned, but I ain't know that nigga like that. Like,
I always try to tell people, man, like I fucking hate Donald Trump. Just from what he talks about, what he shows. I don't know him. He could very well be a good ass dude to the people in his circle.
Listen, every rapper,
I don't fucking like him.
Every rapper from like the 2000s was like, "Yo, we fuck with Donald Trump." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like every single one. So everyone he's probably cool as fuck to hang around, but we don't want him as fucking president.
I can definitely see him being interested as fuck. He's like, listen, you know what was that one clip where he was like, "I don't endorse this now." When I say this, I don't endorse this, but he was like, "You just gotta go in there and grab him by the pussy."
Grab him by the pussy.
I was like, "Whoa, Donald, you're wild, my sir."
Grab him by the pussy.
That's some nigga shit. I know so many niggas that would say some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, man. We're gonna move into the final segment, which is unnamed artists. But I do have to find the sound clip because I do not know where it is.
Hey, y'all, thanks for hanging out with us.
This is the last segment, man.
It's been I feel good this episode, even though I forgot a lot of what I was trying to say when I was trying to say it.
Are you high?
I'm always high, man.
Bro, Brought to you by
I live the high life.
All right, man. It's time for Unnamed Artists. Unnamed Artists, where I play tonight. I'm gonna play 4 songs for you. 4 songs where you get to vote on which song deserves to be the champion. All right, I'm
fucking excited now.
So we cannot choose a champion without your vote. All right, so hold your thoughts. Wait till the last song is played. We'll play about a minute of each song. We do not own these songs. We do not have any rights to these songs, which is why I created the Method Music playlist. Go listen to it on Spotify. Go stream and go support these artists. This first song that I'm going to play is the 3-time champion. If he wins 2 more times, we will retire him as the champion of the first part of season 2. Can he make it? That is the question. The goal here is to see how the song makes you feel. Does it make you feel like a good vibe, et cetera, et cetera? This song is called Rose Street.
And it bangs, y'all. My 4th
champion. 4-time champion who wins. Challenge champion number 1.
Hey, baby, how you got that little bitch getting you mad? That's some shit you gotta deal with. Pimping my past. Hey, the bitch who hit the kill switch when it get bad. Figure skating, taking field trips, flipping them racks on the back street. 10 times 10 on the dash. All gas, no brakes, cause I'm living like that. Came up out the airy case with my crippin' intact. She be lying to my face, so I hit from the back. Let the real nigga know. If you a housewife or a hoe, pick the blackberry, I ain't dealing with the snow. We ain't getting married, girl, I'm getting to the dough.
This is right here, though.
Yeah. She say she in love, what's that? Trust, what's that? Us, what's that? Yeah. I'm married to the gang, don't be playing games. Only bringing flowers to the homie's grave. She say she in love, what's that?
Like,
Trust, what's
you
that?
can smoke a cigar and drink whiskey to that.
100%.
You can smoke a cigar and drink whiskey to that. And that's a rap song.
Makeup on my sheets, makeup sex, stress, so she leave, reaching for my keys. She like, where you going? Stay with me.
All right, it's a vibe. It's still a vibe, man. That is the champion, 3-time champion.
I can't see shit.
It's called Rose Street. All right.
But is it gonna be champion again? We gonna see. Come
We'll
on,
see.
Jay. Come
We'll
on,
see
Jay.
how y'all feel.
I feel like you're gonna deliver today.
I don't know. I'm not playing what you think I'm gonna play. This song came out in 2016. We're gonna go back a few years. How you feel about this song? It's called Smile. Challenger number 1.
I gotta know me. I gotta know me.
Look, they for the block, they feel like Kevin and Robin and Rock'em and Tiggy and 40 be quiet. Niggas recording, you wanna talk with a dub and I'm housing that bitch. Bleeded to death, beat on my niggas, then leave it to death. I've been so good with this shit, do you live it to die? All them niggas bereaving your steps. Mama, I just wanna shine. Pussy ass nigga gon' lean on the breath. Nigga, I woke up this morning feeling like I don't be needing myself. I'ma get bigger than who kid? Who can go harder than Mac? Put the lasagna in my back. I'ma go harder though, Look at the martyr go. Smoking the artichoke. Did what you wanted, ain't did what you wanted. They dissing the Carter folk. I'ma flip me a bitch in the morning, no. I'ma flip me a bitch in the morning, no. I'ma flip me a bitch when my partners talk shit with my niggas. Ain't this why we in it? Ain't this why we get it? Made it back home. Pocket full of money, goddamn.
Different dude.
It's a different dude. That's called Smile. That's challenger number 1. Here is challenger number 2. It's called Will Shire. Will Shire.
Yeah. Met you on a Saturday, knew it was something. Soon as you spoke it, I fucking across the table. Don't think anybody noticed. You asked me if I was coming to city you from. Maybe we should kick it. I was interested. That would be dumb if I deny. Long legs, good ears, great taste, smell good, a sense of humor, obvious, a good face, and we clicked. We was at each other's hips. I ain't even wanna fuck, cause your presence was enough. You and I make sense. You stayed back at my telly. We was chatting till morning. The vibrations was heavy. I wasn't drowning and yawning. That's when I told you my feelings. You told me you felt the same, but you got homie you dealing with. Damn, I didn't know. That's a bit unexpected, but I get it. It's whatever. Least I could do is respect it. We still gon' kick it and check in like nothing could ever stop it. The problem is he my friend, but if I'm honest, I'm really hoping you drop him. It's morals I really have. It's lines I could never cross, but you got something that make all them good intentions get lost. I try to keep it together. Never felt this way. We spent about 2 weeks together. Only skip one day, and they say bros over hoes. I'm like, nah, hey, I would rather hold your hand and have a cool handshake, but whatever. We still could be.
All right, that is challenger number 3. How you feel about that one?
It's pretty good.
You know who it is?
Yeah.
Who is it?
That's Tyler, the Creator.
100%.
Is that what is him?
It is.
Yeah, I know his voice.
I heard that Bros Over Hoes.
Yeah, it's actually a really good song, man. That's all right. Here's the last one. I think this one's gonna surprise you. I think this might be a sleeper. This song is called. This is the last one you get to vote. It's called "Dreams."
Whatever dreams may come, I'll be breaking out of heaven for you. Oh, dreams. Whatever dreams may come, I'll be breaking out of heaven for you. Let your pearly gates open wide. I'ma tell you when I'm outside. Feel a constellation in the sky. You don't need your wings to learn how to fly. Are you afraid of heights? Baby, we should live, cause everyone dies. You ain't angel here, so you qualify. But if heaven's dead, then there's paradise. Options, I make black time shit. Give me God complex. You know that it's too much shit like you really got smoking. Tasting when we laugh, but you prefer exotic. Smoking on that blue dream.
So that song is called Dreams. That's called Dreams. All right, it's time to vote, y'all. It's time to vote. Champion, Rose Street. Challenger number 1. Challenger number 2. Or challenger number 3. Which song?
So champ 1, 2, or 3.
Yes, we got Ed going for Dreams and song number, that's challenger number 3. So we got one vote for challenger number 3. Number 2 was Tyler, the Creator with Wilshire. Challenger number 1 was Smile. And then the defending champion, Rose Street. Y'all can vote. Go ahead and vote.
While they're voting, Jay, pull up that one link I sent you about or Lil Nas X. I'm trying to explain the point right here. Like,
no, we ain't going back. We ain't going back.
No, not to add into this. I'm just saying while we're waiting, when everyone's voting, throw that one on real quick.
What?
Let's just play the video, and this is what I'm gonna say. Like, he makes catchy shit, but then when you listen to the lyrics, it's not. It's like 15 seconds. It's like, damn, why do I like this version?
The lyrics don't matter though.
It do sometimes.
Nah.
Some outlandish shit.
Nah.
I want that Hershey. I want that black bottom bull, boy, that hurt me.
Yeah. See, you hear that? We hear those fucking lyrics.
I'm thinking God, I can afford
the beefy lifestyle.
Let's hear it again.
See,
the beat is high though.
The beat is high.
Wait. Let me hear it again.
I mean, I don't listen to the lyrics these days anymore. Unless it's J. Cole.
I don't listen to
like,
his lyrics. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Unless it's like J. Cole.
I want that Hershey. I want that black bottom bull, boy, that hurt me. I'm trying to hit the back room and bomb Hershey's. I'm thinking God, I can afford to be so
That shit go hard though.
He said, "Boy, hurt me."
I told you. Like, I want babies in the car. Like,
that's not
Fuck
part
that
of the
shit.
voting, though.
Fuck that shit. I don't care. I don't listen to the lyrics. All right, who we got in votes? We got Justin with Dreams. We got Ed Harris with Dreams. We got Filet with Rose Street. Who y'all voting for?
I do like the reigning champ. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, you know what?
Rose Street is a banger, man. It's a banger.
You know who sound like Method Man? He was good, but like if he had a different beat, it would.
So that's Isaiah Rashad. He's with TDE, which is same label that Kendrick Lamar's on. Yeah, so vote. Final vote.
I go to reigning champ.
Reigning champ. Who you going with?
Challenger number 1.
Challenger number 1 was who?
Reigning champ.
No, challenge number one.
Oh, he said challenge song.
Challenge number one is Smile. You like that one over over Dreams?
Yeah.
So
I didn't like Dreams was the last one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like his voice. I didn't love his voice.
Well,
I
it
like
looks like
everything
Dreams is going to win though. So you got one for the defending champ, one for Smile, and we have two. Oh, we got two for Rose Street. So 2 for Rose Street.
Okay, so that's a tie between those.
So I'm going to break the tie this week, and I am going to go with challenger number 3, Dreams. He is the champion.
All right.
So congratulations to that artist. Hey, Rose Street is a banger. I could have chose it again, but I mean, it's a banger. Like I play with it, man. I mean, I play it every day. So I'm a fan of Vince Staples. Is
You
his
sure you
name.
don't want to vote for Rose Street?
No, I'm not gonna vote for Rose Street. I'm gonna pull a Remy. I'm gonna pull a Remy. All right, man. Let's get into the final thought, man. End this thing. Well, final thought. What do you want to end it on? I'll go last. And at the end, we're gonna end it. I'm gonna say that's a method. I'm gonna say that. You can say a method. So that's a method at the end. But final thoughts. What you got?
My final thoughts in regards to this podcast is that Kevin Samuels wasn't so bad. Unless black women still mad at him. In which case, fuck him. I love y'all more.
Y'all know, you know they mad at him. You know that.
Listen, it ain't like I fuck with Kevin Samuels. I just understand. And I get why you gotta talk to people like that sometimes. I know niggas who you
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Put my 2 cents on this. I'm not a cocky dude. I feel like Kevin Samuels was never talking to me.
Exactly.
Because I feel like the way I approach life, everything he's had to explain to other people, I've never really went through. I've never been the fat fuck or the nigga with a small dick or have a job.
Right.
I'm all of those things. And I have a good outlook on life too. So.
All right, man. Where can they find? I'm gonna finish it, but what's your handles on wherever you want people to find you at Omega Kai? Black Jesus.
I want you to find me when you're at your funnest point. Wherever you're doing really.
Okay, go ahead.
Find me at your funnest point. Because listen, the pandemic seems like it's almost over. We need to get back and doing some fun. How about this? Find me on traveling trips. I'm trying to go see more of this world before it becomes unavailable to us again. Colombia, Costa Rica, anywhere that's outside the United States, Greece. I'm trying to go see Japan for sure.
All right, that all sounds good, but your social platform.
Oh, social platform. Like Jay said, obviously a lot of them was going off for obviously Facebook first and last name. I know Omega Kai is how I've been brought into this world, but I'm actually was born by Sarah Ann, and you can call me Marcus Holbrook.
Holbrook?
I don't know. There's 3 ways I say it. There's the black version, there's a hood version, and then there's the I'm applying for a job application version.
What's the hood version?
Hockerbrook.
Hockerbrook?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you like for a job, Holbrook, you gotta
And what's the other one?
Holbrook, you gotta like hold it out a little bit longer.
That's the country one.
Yeah, the country.
Play that on the guitar. How? Yeah, I got
you. Really, where can they find you at, man?
If y'all not already following me on social media, y'all probably not gonna do it. So, well, you can find the podcast at A Method Podcast.
For sure.
Everywhere. In Walmart, everywhere.
And my final thoughts is this. Understand that everything ain't for you, even if it bothers you. And so if you find that you got to argue everyone down just to feel good or to make a point, that don't matter. Well, you're not being smart. You're just being an asshole. So until next Wednesday, that's a
motherfucking
H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. Hey, you get off my ground. You don't know me and you don't